Hello everybody, welcome to the show today. It's good to be back on YouTube Live. We're going to be getting started pretty soon. We've got a lot to jump into today. We are going to be talking about Todrick Hall and the allegations that surround him as of right now. We've got some videos for you guys. I've got some stuff to read for you as well. I'm pretty excited, so make sure you guys share it up to Twitter and wherever else. Let's go. Also be aware that tomorrow I will be discussing the sim stream that Onision did. So if any of you guys are excited or interested in Onision based content, well, we've got definitely something planned for tomorrow in regards to that. Squeaky, squeaky, squeak. What's going on, everybody who has joined so far? Thank you very, very much for jumping on in. It is exciting to be here once again on YouTube Live. And today we're going to be covering Todrick Hall, who, for any of you who don't know, he is a successful YouTuber. He is a musician. He's a dancer. And he was a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, which is a very, very popular show around the world, but basically involves competing drag queens that battle every week for the chance to eventually go home with a large prize. And it's very, very interesting. I watch RuPaul's Drag Race every year, so I am fully aware of who Todrick is. But for any of you guys who do not know who he is, do not worry, as I have a video for you guys today, which is going to allow all of you, no matter who you are, to all be on the same page, which is fantastic. So we're going to wait a couple more minutes until we have everybody here and everything is starting off nice and popular, nice and big, nice and booming. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned into my previous YouTube live stream, and thank you to all of you guys who donated as well. That was really, really cool of you. I had a very, very good stream that day, the most views I've ever had on here. Well, in recent memory, I actually did have more. I had like over 100 concurrent viewers on like a really old school stream that I did back like a year ago. But since I've kind of come back to YouTube, that was like the biggest stream that I've actually had. I also want to say thank you to you guys for watching and engaging with my previous live streams. One of my live streams about Onision is almost at 1,000 views, which is amazing. I know for some people might not be a lot. I guess for a lot of people that's not a lot, but for me, that is me breaking ground. 1,000 views on a video, that is me breaking ground on here within my first couple of weeks of actually live streaming on here, which is incredible in my opinion. But anyway, hey Victoria, what's going on? So anyway, guys, let's really jump into this today. Let's put on this video so you guys can see exactly who Todrick is.
MTV calls him a quadruple threat, but even that's a conservative estimate on Todrick Hall. He's a choreographer, actor, dancer, singer, songwriter, and director, and he's managed to parlay his fleeting American Idol fame into a highly successful career. Between the viral videos, his ongoing stint on RuPaul's Drag Race, and well-received performances in Broadway's Kinky Boots and Chicago, Hall's fame hasn't softened his hustle. Still, there's a whole lot we don't know about him. This is the untold truth of Todrick Hall. teaming up with Tay. After shaking his thing in Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do, Hall was accused of disrespecting the Black community and LGBT community, simply for collaborating with Swift. Adding fuel to the fire, some Beyoncé fans reportedly thought the video was a flagrant ripoff of Formation and held Hall accountable for that too. Hall defended himself against accusations that he'd sold out, telling Yahoo in 2017, "I didn't do this Taylor Swift video for money. I did it because she's my friend and she was very excited about it. I have gotten comments from people who are upset and have literally said the fact that I am friends with a white person is a problem, and I find that very disheartening." The thing about Oz. Hall landed on the map with an appearance on American Idol in 2010, but that newfound fame couldn't shield him from accusations regarding his sketchy business practices. According to the Associated Press, the uproar involved a doomed production of Oz the Musical, which was written and directed by Hall. Though he'd successfully mounted the musical several times, a 2009 production sputtered out of cash before its projected national tour. One disgruntled father told Inside Edition, "You've got a bunch of 6, 7, 8-year-olds that had their heart set on a play and they were basically scammed and lied to." Although it's unclear how the saga ended, the misfire wasn't due to a lack of passion from its director. Hall is utterly obsessed with The Wizard of Oz and all its incarnations. He told Billboard in 2016, "I just always identified with Dorothy. Being a misfit kid growing up in Texas, I always knew that there was something bigger and better for me outside of the little black and white world that I lived in." Teetotaling talent. If you ever see Hall at the club dancing on speakers, don't blame it on the booze. Hall doesn't drink, never touched a cigarette, and certainly isn't interested in drugs. He says,
"When I went to school and they showed me like the guy smoking and his lungs turned black and they said don't do it, I was like, gotcha."
But don't confuse Hall for a health nut, because he's certainly not strict about getting his veggies.
"I only eat basically things that you could get at a theme park, like cheeseburgers, maybe a quesadilla, a corn dog, chili dog, pizza."
Firing back at the haters. Hall has a tough-as-nails approach when it comes to choreographing on RuPaul's Drag Race, but in 2018, after he coached the final 4 contestants for the American performance, judgmental Twitter users accused Hall of being the least constructive person on the show, noting that most of his critiques were negative, with some even calling him annoying and trash. But Hall has no problem standing up to his critics. He clapped back. "Get up and do something with your life instead of sitting behind your phone talking about people who do." He also assured via Twitter, "My goal is to make it so hard for Ru to eliminate them that he keeps them all, and I do, so you're welcome." Don't call him a drag queen. Though Hall spent a good part of 2016 on the judging panel for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, the tables effectively turned when he did himself up to lip-sync for his life. As Attitude reported, the clip was ultimately a fun promo to get the word out that Hall was starring in Broadway's Kinky Boots. But despite the occasional wig and overdrawn lip, Hall doesn't refer to himself as a drag queen. He told Philly Voice in 2018, "I do not consider myself to be a drag queen by any means. That would be disrespectful to those who spent so many years in the art form."
So that mind, guys, that is a little bit of a rundown of Todrick Hall. I'm loving that name. That is great. Thanks for tuning in. So, first thing I really want to say about the video that we just watched is, and I think this goes without saying, being a straight white male like I am, of course I'm going to be complaining about this. It's probably, I mean, as you heard from the video, Todrick Hall received a lot of backlash from the black community because he was friends with Taylor Swift. And that's one thing I've really noticed when it comes to not just like YouTube and media and the internet, but just the world, is it seems like only white people can be racist to some people. Like only white people can be racist and nobody else can be racist. Because say like criticizing a black guy and saying that he's like he's going against his people, he's going against like he's selling out because he's working with a white woman, he's friends with a white woman. I think this is really absurd. Like people of color are always, are always stating that they want things to be better, they want things to improve, they want society to change and diversify. But there are also so many people who criticize people of color for associating themselves with white people. And it's just, like, you can't have your cake and eat it. You know, you can't hate people for being white, but then be upset or hate people for being friends with people who are white, but then be like, oh, you know, people hate me because I'm black or because I'm Asian or whatever. It's just fucking ludicrous. And maybe I'm not the right person to be saying this, but I don't know if anybody else is fucking saying it, and I think that's really important. Yeah, acceptance. I think acceptance is very, very important in today's age. You need to accept that people are going to work together, people are going to be friends, and actually, that is forward thinking. That is actually us moving forward as a civilization, as a people. You know, and that is it goes without saying. It goes without saying. Yeah, guys, make sure you share the stream on Twitter if you wouldn't mind. It would really help us out. Definitely, you know, because we're covering something a little bit different today. We're not covering Onion Knight, the Dark Lord. It'd be lovely if you could give us a hand to get the word out. But no, honestly, it goes without saying that it's completely ludicrous, and anybody who criticizes him for that, they're obviously people who don't want things to improve. Which is, I guess, okay. I think one thing I do want to state before I finish this topic is those people don't represent everybody, and I think there are a lot of people out there who don't feel the way that they did towards Todrick collaborating with Taylor. But the fact of the matter is, some people did, and those are the people who I'm referring to in this discussion so far. Exactly, Marie. But it's this whole. I see it all the time, especially on Twitter. I see like people like who are African American, like making jokes about white people, being nasty about white people. In my opinion, being racist about white people. But whenever anybody like responds to them in on Twitter saying something like, "Oh, you're being racist," usually what they respond is, "Oh, you know, black people can't be racist," and that's just the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. Um, it's just fucking ridiculous. You know, I know people make like really good points about like how their people have endured a lot. There are many cultures and ethnicities within like the white color that have been objectified, who have been treated awfully by others. I mean, I'm just coming to mind. I'm thinking like the Armenians. I'm thinking, I mean, there are just like so many groups of people around Europe who have not been treated well. Uh, it's just honestly, in the 21st century, you would assume that people would start opening their fucking eyes and wouldn't be projecting so much hatred and negativity onto other people. But unfortunately, that is the way that things are. Anyway, I don't want that to be my entire topic for today. We're only 50 minutes in. I want to bounce into the actual allegations. But if any of you guys are watching this back and you have an opinion about what I've been saying, honestly, feel free to respond. I'd be really interested to know what you think about my perspective on racism in the 21st century, and more specifically what I'm seeing in regards to kind of like black on white kind of hate. You know, being English, things are very different here than in America. Like, cops aren't going around shooting black people on the streets, like because that is happening in America. That doesn't happen in the UK, and there's a lot less negativity or hate towards black people in this country. At least in my personal experiences and what I've seen around me as a part of my local culture. So yeah, I'd like to know your perspective, especially because some of you guys are from other countries, so you probably do have a different perspective. Exactly. I think America is really like in its own kind of bubble. I think in some ways America and Russia are very similar when it comes to prejudice and hate. And I think both countries would not like to admit that. But they are very similar in that it's quite upsetting. In my opinion. But anyway, so let's really jump into this. Anyway, I really want to show you guys, before we actually jump into the allegations, Todrick Hall's channel. I think it's important that you guys just have something to go off. So this is his channel, guys. He has 3.41 million subscribers. So he is what I would consider a successful YouTuber. He's got a good channel. He gets thousands and thousands of views, sometimes even millions of views on his videos. He is definitely successful in his own right. But yeah, so let's jump straight into the allegations. And I want you guys to be aware that these allegations are nothing new. There's been a lot of talk over the last, I mean, honestly, since he's probably started his career, really, about things that he's done wrong, things that he has, the way that he's behaved. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. I mean, it's the case for a lot of commentators, a lot of drama hosts, a lot of YouTubers. A lot of people have like a dark side, including myself. You know, we all have things that make us a little bit like, you know what I mean? Like a little bit spicy, a little bit messy. And for some people, that is okay. Some things that they're a bit on the edge. And for some other people, it's things that are like, holy shit, what the fuck? That is too far. And I want you guys to judge for yourselves from this video, from this live stream today, this VOD, if you guys think that there's any truth to these allegations, if you agree with them, and if you even think these allegations are a big deal. Because that is what we're really going for today. You guys are my PIs. You're my private investigators. You guys are going to be giving me your perspectives, and I'm pretty excited about the prospect. Thank you, Nina. I really appreciate that. I don't want to be Russian. Pop the bubble. Right. Pop the bubble, guys. Pop the bubble. Alright, here we go. We don't need to have this up, do we? Oh, no, I guess we could. Alright, yeah, we could have this up. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is this. This is Tommy McKissock, which is by the way, just an amazing surname. McKissock. Like, oh god, you can't make that shit up. And you know, he is a shirtless male, as you guys can see. But no, guys, he actually was Todrick Hall's personal assistant for a number of years up until recently. And he stated in this tweet that he knows every detail of his life, including deliberate non-payment to people, racism, sexual assault, sexual harassment, online bullying, exploitation, illegal business practices. The list goes on and on. And he puts at the final part of it, P.S. I never signed an NDA. This is the picture that he is shown with him with Todd. And, you know, they look, they look like they know each other, you know. But anyway, so what I'm going to be doing now, if you guys are okay with that, if you don't mind, I'm going to be reading a lot of the tweets. We're going to be looking through a lot of tweets that he's been posting more recently and getting kind of an idea of, you know, the things that are really being accused. Don't you think he's just being a bit of a bitter Betty, though? Honestly, like, I don't really know Nina. The fact of the matter is, it's allegations. I stated in the title of the stream that these are allegations. So I want everybody who's watching this to be aware that I do not believe this to be true. And I also do not believe it to not be true. I am definitely in the middle. I am an impressionable sheep. And I am looking for things that can push my perspective in a certain direction. So I am sitting here from an unbiased standpoint, looking to hopefully learn more about this situation. But what I will definitely say about Tommy is that is one hell of a fucking allegation. Alright? To legitimately turn around and say, Todrick has conducted sexual assault. He has assaulted somebody sexually, okay? And that he exploits people, that he bullies people, that he does things that are illegal. That is very, very dangerous to say. And I think there's a lot of people on, what's going on, Copper? There's a lot of people online who just do not give a fuck. They will say really, really just abrasive things. And the thing is, when people do this, when people say things that are very abrasive and very like, oh my god, wow, I can't believe you just said that, it makes you think, like, they're probably telling the truth. Like, why would somebody say such lambast things if they weren't true? Like, why would somebody say something like that if it wasn't true? Like, what good? Like, and yeah, sure, we've got Nina Marie in the chat who says, don't you think he's being a bit of Betty? He might be, considering that he is not working with Todd anymore. We don't know why. Hopefully we'll find out. I assume that Todd fired him. That would click together, wouldn't it? 1, 2. But I really want to explore this with you guys a little bit today, so I hope you will entertain this. So let's scroll a little bit further down and have a look at some of the things that we're seeing here. Which there's a lot of stuff here. It seems like he's been very invested in trying to kind of expose him. There are actually dozens of accounts on here posting things like the following. I never got paid either. FWIW. Divine kept of making promises of payment, but then stopped returning text messages about a month after the event, when he either stole the money or just decided nobody was going to get paid. Here's another one. He then went on to tell me, if you don't like it, unfollow, and change your crusty profile pic, before subtweeting me about how haters can't dull his shine. I got so much hate from his fans after that. He would preach love and acceptance, but then was an asshole to a fan. Yikes. There's a lot to this, guys, and it's really just come out as well. And this Tommy guy is really like, he is retweeting everything. He is retweeting everything. Here's one. So this is actually a response to an Instagram post. Todrick mentioned you in a comment. Dear Glenn Jared? That's an interesting name. Why are you spending your night on my page screaming about something you know nothing about? I pay dancers all year around. I employ lots of people, and in some cases have paid my dancers rent when they have had no money. I am a human being, and your mother should have raised you better than to go putting someone down when you only have half the information. Get a life. Get a career. Get out of my comments trying to stir the pot. I do pay my dancers, unless I tell them there's no pay, in which case they choose to come and volunteer their gift and talent, which I've done several times. Be an adult. If you have something to say to me, DM me. My shows are still sold out. I'm still thriving, and you're still running around trying to get dancers. Sorry, and you running around trying to get damn it, guys! I can't even say anything now. Dancers paid when you don't see any unpaid invoices is a waste of your time. You can go focus on your non-existent career now. Get your resume up, boo. God, guys, that is the best way to respond to somebody. You're talking shit. Your mother should have raised you better. Your resume sucks. You're wasting your time, and you're just a degenerate. You're a degenerate. Alright, that is what I'm really getting from this, but oh, it's great. It's amazing. Alright, let's have a look what else we got here. Oh, I ordered merch from Todrick that I never received. Yeah, that happens quite a lot with people online. What else we got here? He knows well I haven't been paid. Let's read this. Ooh. Todrick. Hi, Todrick. This is Maria, your videographer from London. I hate to contact you because of this, but I'm desperate. I haven't been paid yet for the work I made with you, and it's been 8 months already. 8 months! What? I spoke to Mark Boer and tried to contact Krista Kohlberg, but no response so far. I don't know who else to contact. Hey, how much are you owed, babe? £800. And if you guys can't see, yeah, you can't fucking see, can you? It says seen on the bottom. It says seen on the bottom. You can't fucking see it because there you go, guys. Seen! Seen! You see that, guys? It is seen. Right? And I know some people are like, oh yeah, you know, Loki. Let's be honest, Loki. This could be fake, right? This could be fake. This might not be real. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is real. I bet it is. Anyways, let's proceed. Alright, let's have a look at this one. Okay, I didn't want to tweet out on my page because I'm a nobody and don't need Todrick's drama, but I fully believe you. He used my child in his Boys Wear Pink music video. He was only 6 at the time, held us on 2 different sets for over 12 hours, which is illegal for children, only gave the kids granola bars, chips, and juice as food, and didn't fucking pay him! Didn't fucking pay him! And didn't even put his name in the end credits of the visual album like all the other adult dancers got. It's bullshit. He's awful. Guys, I'm just getting like fucking angry. Like I have become this mother. We're both brunettes. I can feel her pain. You know? You know what I mean? Like it's just like inner brunettes like channeling powers, man. It's crazy. Yeah, so obviously, like, what we're really reading so far, and I think this goes without saying, is a lot of it seems like allegations. There are obviously some screenshots of what we assume to be Todrick communicating with some of these backup dancers, parents of actresses and actors and dancers, and people who are involving themselves in his sets, in his work. And some people could really argue, you know, it's fake. It's fake. People are photoshopping this shit. Honestly, do you really think so, though? Like, do you really think so? Do you really think that people are, like, everybody is, like, editing all of these? Like, the way I always look at these kind of things, if it's one person doing it, or a couple of people doing it, it's like, yeah, it's probably fake, right? But if there are, like, dozens of people, all with different stories, all with different, like, interactions with Todd and his team, then what does that really tell you? You know, what does that really tell you as a person? It tells you that there's, well, first of all, the strength of numbers, isn't there? But it seems like there's, you know, it's good kind of background to it. Okay, never mind. That comment was about me. I thought it was because I have cute dogs as well. Todrick cancelled his show tonight in Santa Barbara. Bad ticket sales or guilty heart. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the Todrick show has been cancelled. Recent refunds are available now by calling... Oh, a number. A big number. Interesting, guys. Interesting. I mean, all I'm going to say, and, you know, obviously I've been kind of like... I haven't been necessarily harsh on Todrick today. I've been realistic with Todrick. What I really want to say now is... I find it very interesting that this Tommy guy is legitimately this, like, hard done by Todd, and that he's really going after him as much as he is. Because, I'm not going to lie to you guys, that does say something about Tommy. That does say something about Tommy. That tells me that Tommy, in my opinion, I mean, I don't really know the circumstances of their relationship, but it sounds fucking petty to me. Yeah? But, like, it's one thing for you to put out, like, a tweet about it, maybe do a couple of retweets, but his page is just caked, just completely caked with various videos and screenshots and, like, conversations. Tommy looks like he wants to end his career, to end Todd's career. That is what it looks like. And it's difficult for me to trust somebody like that. It's difficult for me to trust somebody who is this... I don't even know if vigilant is the right word to describe somebody like this, because it's vigilant. I guess it is vigilant, but in a more negative way, right? I don't know. Yeah, can we keep the chat on topic, please? I'd appreciate that, guys. he's pushing hard to get people to hate on him. It's not just raising awareness. Exactly. And I've seen people do that. People have tried to do that to me before. I've seen people doing it to other YouTubers and other live streamers, people who do stuff. And it's like, there's one thing to like raise awareness, right? And show like this person, isn't necessarily as clean as they say they are. This person is messy. This person should apologize. This person should change their behavior, right? But there's another thing to like actually go after somebody because you hate them, because you dislike them, because you have a problem with them. It's petty. It's abrasive. It's unnecessary. It's it's not like, honestly, you're not really doing yourself any favors. Actually, you're actually it's a very negative thing to do. But I don't know. Anyway, so let's jump on to the next thing. So for any of you guys who are aware, I'm sure you guys are thinking. So this has been out for a couple of days. People have been putting this up for the last couple of days. Has Todrick responded at all? Yeah, we just got a comment in the chat, guys. We just got a comment in the chat. Has Todrick responded at all? That is exactly what I was going to say. And the answer is no. He has not responded. He has not responded, as far as I'm aware, anywhere. He might have done it on his Instagram. I haven't checked his Instagram. But not on his Twitter. Not on his YouTube. I haven't really seen any kind of response anywhere. And it really goes without saying that, I mean, he's on tour, isn't he? He's on tour right now. He's working. He's very, very busy. I think that's something that I do want you guys to be aware of as well. He is very, very busy, as you can see. Very, very busy. So right now he's in Berkeley, California, and he's going to Sacramento. He is extremely, extremely busy. So no reason as to why his show was abruptly cancelled. No, it just stated on the thing that it was unforeseen circumstances, Vanity. It was unforeseen circumstances, which means that it's either something very personal to Todd, or more likely he is feeling really stressed and upset about the allegations that are coming out against him, and he does not want to go on stage. Perhaps that's what he's doing by taking today off, or yesterday off, or whatever. Maybe he was preparing a statement. Maybe he's working on something, just so his millions of fans, can be aware, can know what's going on. Maybe that's what's going on. That does make sense, I would say. So guys, let's read something else. This is on a kind of celebrity site that I saw, and I think this goes, this kind of like follows up on what we were kind of looking at before. So somebody put on Instagram, so it's been pushing a month for now, no contact, no pay. I've been burned, but hey, at least I got a cute shout out, right? That will pay the bills. And let's watch this video.
I want to do something small because I don't want to have 70 dancers. And so I called two of my favorite dancers, Tom and Antonio. I met Antonio on the set of the Wig video, and now he's coming on tour with us with the House Party World Tour. And Tom, I fell in love with during Nails Hair Hips Heels. He was standing right beside me in that video. As soon as I saw Tom in the room, I was just like, oh my God, he is amazing. I want to work with him. I want him to stand right next to me in this video, and he did. And I'm just really, really excited for people to see this choreography. Kyle has been doing the choreography. I'm obsessed with him. He lives in New Zealand, but he works for J-Lo, and he does Blackpink and so many amazing people. I've stalked his Instagram.
Oh shit, guys, that's such a rookie mistake. My apologies for anybody who's watching. Sorry, guys. What was I saying? My apologies. Let's just get back straight into what we were doing. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Can't always get it right. The audio is on. Yeah. So basically, guys, from what I'm kind of aware, Todrick gave this person a shout out. but did not pay them. That is really fucking awkward, to say the least. I mean, I'm just putting it into perspective in that regard. Let's actually have a look at the Twitter post in regards to it. I kind of want to actually see more information about it, and see. Oh god, it's actually a really long one. I can't go through all of this. Okay, let's read. So it says at the top, a bunch of folks have asked about my experience working with Todrick. And I know it's no surprise, but I'm just going to tell you all now, yes, your reservations about the fella are valid. This fucking tweet has 6.8k likes. It's 2.8k retweets. That is a serious tweet. Which is sad because he's talented indeed, but that talent is squandered by... Yeah, no, I can't, no. Baby is whitewashed to hell. And miserably unprofessional. Also does not pay. I'm pretty sure that's a racial term, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's a racial term. Not that I would really be aware of, but... Yeah, whitewash. I believe that kind of represents like somebody who's like African American, who is pretty much like white. Like people from their own community will refer to them as white. That they're acting white, they're behaving white. That's kind of I think that's what it is, right? I mean, if any of you, if feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't necessarily understand the lingo too well. I've done 2 videos for him now. The first one, nails, hair, hips and heels, was unpaid because he needed over 60 plus dancers and says he didn't have the budget to pay us. Yeah, well, don't use dancers then. If you can't afford to pay people, then don't pay them. Like, I mean, if you can't afford to pay them, don't have them on your set. Or at least offer them something good. You know, offer them something really good for working with you. Like, hey, you know, if you do well on this set, you know, maybe you can come and join me on my tour. You know, for example, that'd be a pretty good deal, wouldn't it? Like, if you're like a new dancer, you haven't really had any like serious work, and you manage to get on tour with like a celebrity, that's really good. That's really good for your career, especially as a dancer, you know, or like a backup singer or something. People who don't pay you often butter you up while you're working. Yeah, that seems to be definitely the case in this situation. I think it goes without saying, though, that this... like, as I'm reading more and more about this from the various people who have been conned by Todrick, it's seeming more and more like this is true. You know? And I think it's like, you guys are aware, I came into this with a very open perspective. I was very, you know, undecided on where I stood. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've watched almost every season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I love Todrick. I love his performances. I love his choreography. I just love his flair and his flamboyance. I think he's great. But if this is true, what he's doing, you know, this is not good at all. This is not good. It's not good business practice. You know, the dude talks in his music about how he has loads of money and he's got loads of swag. Like, that's actually a line in one of his most recent songs. Which something to do with now he's got swag. And it's like, if you've got so much swag, if you've got so much money, why are you not paying the dancers? Why are you not paying the people who work with you? Why are you like ghosting them? You know, why are you pretending to care about them and then like drop off? Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Who is yelling at my friends? Are you friends with Todrick? Want to have an interview? I don't know. He boasted about how he dropped 60k on making this video, but the dancers saw none of it. Now at 20 million views on YouTube, we helped him create some of his best content ever. Monetized too. So I'm sure we generated an amount somewhere in the hundreds of thousands. I actually don't know what the comparison rate is for that. If you get 20 million likes on a video, how much money do you think that is for if you're monetizing it? It's definitely thousands, isn't it? But is it hundreds of thousands, do you think? Do you think it's hundreds of thousands? You know? I mean, Lynn, it's nothing new when it comes to, like, just the online sphere. But when you think of Todrick, when you think of Todrick Hall, who is a extremely successful, multi-million subscriber YouTuber with a decent career, he's worked with the likes of RuPaul, you would assume that there would be a level of professionalism when it comes to him, and that he would know how to deal with various people, and that he would have a team together, including an accountant, that can pay his kind of outsourced dancing. Because that's basically what it is. It's, freelance dancing. That's what it seems to be. People, who are in the area for his gig, him going, hey, you're a local talent, I need some backup dancers, come dance with me. You know what I mean? That seems to be the kind of idea. And it seems like he's not doing that. And what I would really implore, obviously I don't think he's watching this, but if he was to be watching this, I would implore him to do a statement. I would love to hear his side. I would love to know what is going on with Todrick Hall. Because a lot of people who do dislike him are saying nasty things about him. And I know some people say it's better to be silent in situations like this. It's better to ignore the haters and do your own thing, because the haters don't matter. And I know there is some level of truth to that. I mean, let's think about school. When we're being brought up and people are bullying us in school, our parents, not all parents, but some parents will say, ignore it, they'll get bored. And maybe that's true, but as a successful YouTuber and brand, he needs to make sure that he represents himself well. And right now, the only representation he's had recently is from people who dislike him or claim that he has conned them. And that is not good, because he will lose followers, he will lose engagement, and he will suffer in the long run for it. A lot of YouTubers who do not respond to allegations, who do not respond to controversy, or make a complete joke out of allegations, usually end up biting the bullet. I mean, a good example would be Anision. I mean, look at Anision. 3 million subscribers on his channel, can barely get over 200 viewers on his live streams. That is what happens when you disregard what other people say and do not explain yourself. You do not have to give these people attention by defending yourself. All you have to say is, a lot of people have been talking about me, a lot of people have been criticizing me, I would like to set the record straight. That is all you have to do. That is the only thing you have to do, because who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about all the people who hate on you? What really matters are the people who like you. That's what matters to any influencer, any YouTuber, any musician, dancer, choreographer, whatever, guest judge, whatever you are as a public figure. What matters is your following and the influence that you are giving to that following. Is it a positive or negative influence? Lots of people who do really well frequently don't pay contractors or delay paying them to the maximum. They frequently build their empires on the credit lines of their contractors. And I mean, that's very much capitalism, isn't it? But it's not necessarily right. And it's not necessarily fair. And I think it is something that is genuinely a concern. Whether it happens in other places or not, whether we can compare it to organizations or media empires or businesses, it doesn't make it right. It's like law. Just because there's a law in place doesn't mean that law is ethically correct. It doesn't mean that it is a good law to have. It doesn't mean that it's actually going to protect the people. It's going to serve the people. Simple as that. Worked for President Trump. Oh, shush. I'm not talking about President Trump today. Okay, so let's have a look. Onion Boy Lamau. I know, right? Yeah. Todrick is far more than a YouTuber, though. And I've said that a number of times today. Yeah, he is a lot more than just a YouTuber. But I'm using his YouTube as an example of his reach. That is why I've got it up on my screen. That's why I'm referring to it. It shows that this man, this individual, has an incredible reach. And it's more for like showing the views that he's getting on his videos. 20 million, 2 million, 2 million again, 3 million, like this, 20 million. Like there are multiple songs that have 20 million. Like it's insane. Onion is going to hell. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be talking about Onion Boy tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune into my stream tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about his Sims stream. I'm very excited. I might actually watch some. I might play Sims as well, you know. I might, you know. I don't know, we'll find out, right? Just come watch me 5 PM EST tomorrow. It's going to be great. But anyway, I want to make sure I do more than just Onision on my YouTube, and I want to make sure I do other people as well. Please read my previous comment. Thanks. Okay, calm down. I did hear Todrick say it took him 8 months to pay back 800,000 to everyone who has helped him in the recent past. So it seems like Todrick has a... I mean, if what you're saying is true, Nina, and I do not have any reference to go off of this, I'm just taking your word. If what you're saying is true, Todrick has for a long time been doing this. He has been essentially using credit lines to, you know, take advantage of various people, various, you know, like dancers and other things in order to push himself forward. He is not giving back to the people who have helped him. And that is one thing I really don't like. Just about like anybody who's a public figure. I don't like public figures who become successful by like stepping on the backs of other people and pushing other people down. It's like cracking eggshells, right? And I don't think that needs to be the case. I don't think that needs to be necessary. Let's have a look. My last comment. In the last 30 days, Todrick is estimated to earn between $2.6 and $41,000. You're kidding me. For this month. You're kidding. What, just from YouTube? Or is it like from everything? And to also think, guys, that he also has a tour. He also does loads of other collaborations and work. He is, I mean, even if you take the average for that, that's like $20,000. $20,000 a month. Could you imagine making $20,000 in a month? I mean, maybe some of you do. I fucking doubt it, but maybe some of you do. But like $20,000 in a month. And not being able to pay your backup dancers. Just from YouTube. Interesting. Interesting. I know a small YouTuber that scams and e-begs for drug money. He flat out lies to his subscribers. You should look into him. Oh, you know what? I want to look into him. Can anybody send me any information on that person? I'd like to look into that person. I really don't like people who beg, who kind of graft for money. I believe that tipping and supporting should always be an optional thing. And with that in mind, guys, be aware I do have Streamlabs. Anybody guys do want to contribute to my streams, you're very welcome to do so. Big shout out to my most recent subscribers and donators who have really been helping me out as of late, which is very, very nice of you. Thank you. Well, I don't have a backup dancer to pay. Well, I'd love for you to get a backup dancer, Montreal. That sounds really fun. I can just imagine you sitting there, like, you know, sitting there on live stream with somebody just dancing in the background. Maybe we should get like Vegan Cool Quest to dance for you. He's a pretty good dancer. Just off the top of my head. You're right, yeah. To get to the next level, right, exactly. On average 200k a year, that makes no sense. Exactly. 200k a year, 200,000 just from YouTube, yeah? And then all of the other things he's doing, he's probably making twice that. He's probably making 3 times that. I don't understand it. He must be burning through money. He must be burning through cash. And I don't know, I think that really says a lot about him as a person, doesn't it? If he's able to burn through that kind of money. I don't know. And the money he gets from RuPaul's Drag Race, yeah, you would assume you'd get for being like a consistent guest judge on that show. You would assume that you'd be making some really big money, because that is a very serious and very famous enterprise. So you would assume there'd be some really, really good money in that, especially all the choreography and the singing work with the various drag queens. Yeah, I'd assume that'd be a lot of money. Probably making a couple of $100s an hour doing that. That sounds about the going rate for a professional choreographer. Maybe even more than that. Who knows? Who are you talking about? I am talking about somebody called Todrick Hall. If you were here for the start of my stream, I did a little bit of an intro video outlining who he is. But for anybody who doesn't know, he is a... You know, actually, let's watch one of his videos. Let's watch one of his music videos, his actual like songs, and you guys can tell me what you think.
Nails, hair, hips, heels, ass, fat, lips, real, purse, full, big bills, bitch, I'm a big deal. Legs, face, eyes, thin waist, thick thighs, you, me, you, wish, new phone, who, this, pussy, puss, give 'em cunt, bitch, mama, yes, God, then you pop that tongue, bitch, this whole club is my runway, run, bitch, y'all 5, 4, 3, 2s, I'm a one, bitch. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. But I don't work for free. That's not the T, hunty. So make it rain on me, and I might let you see. What you gonna let them see? My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels. My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails.
Just to think, probably half these people didn't get paid, but you know, let's put that aside. Let's put that aside, guys. You know, let's not focus on this. So yeah, this is Todrick Hall for anybody who is just joining. For any of you guys who would like to be here for the start of my streams, I stream usually every day on YouTube Live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's my going time. If you guys want to keep on top of my content, you are very willing to watch the VOD back if you would like to. So, but it's nice to see, I actually see quite a few new people in the house today. It's lovely to meet you guys. My name's LowkeyLoki. I'm a commentator. I'm very new to YouTube. I actually mainly am from YouNow, which is another live streaming app. It was very, very popular in 2016 and 17. A lot of the big drama and commentating channels actually originally come from there. And I have decided to actually move here. I'm still obviously on YouNow, but I'm also doing this now. So it's, you know, it's definitely the right direction in that regard. So yeah, guys, nice to meet you. I also interview people as well. I've interviewed some really big people on YouTube. For example, I've interviewed Petty Page, the drama channel. I've interviewed Petermon, if any of you guys know who Petermon is, and I've interviewed Here for the Tea as well, who is a successful drama channel. So lots of different people in that regard. I've also I'm looking to interview some more people as well. I'm looking to actually upload the Petty Page interview probably tomorrow. Actually, put it up on my YouTube channel for you guys to watch. She spoke quite at length about Petermon in the interview. I think some of you guys might be interested to watch that. And Petermon's interview was very interesting because he spoke about his time battling like substance abuse and stuff like that. It was very interesting to learn that about him, and he's a very, very interesting person. A lot, obviously, he's gone through a lot in that regard. But yeah, I've worked with those people. I've interviewed those people. Back in 2018, I'm looking to interview a lot more people now. In 2019, I want to interview. I want to interview Onision, guys. I want to do what Chris Hansen is not able to do. I want to interview Onision. I swear to God, it will happen. All right, I will get him on screen with me, and I will ask him questions, and it will be really exciting. At least, you know, one day. Have you seen Petty's recent tweets? Yeah, I saw that him and RSN had some sort of altercation, but I don't like. I want everybody to be aware of this. I don't involve myself in other people's drama. I'm a commentator, so I'm only involved in my own drama, which usually comes from when people don't like what I say, you know. But if two people who I like or have worked with have problems, that is none of my fucking business, and I don't pick sides. In that regard, that is. I don't. Why should I? I've actually had quite a few people, like since I've started working with RSN, telling me, "Oh, you know, Loki, you know, why are you working with him? You know, why are you like doing a show with him or whatever?" And it's like, it's none of your fucking business. Like, I can work with whoever the fuck I want to work with. Like, I am a interviewer. I see myself as like a less posh, more charismatic Louis Theroux. Like, that's genuinely what I see myself as, because Louis Theroux is like a bag of rocks in my opinion. But I think Louis Theroux is a really, really good interviewer, and that's one thing I will say about him. He's a very, very good interviewer, and that's what I see myself as. So if I want to work with Onision, if I want to work with Trisha Paytas, if I want to work with Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Jeffree Star, I'll work with whoever the fuck I want to, right? Just because I do an interview with somebody, just because I talk to somebody, doesn't mean that I represent their values, that I accept the things that they have said or done or behaved or the allegations against them. I think people in the 21st century need to stop having such a big fucking stick up their ass and accept that journalists are going to be journalists. And if I want to do something, I'll do it. Yeah. People who can't handle that, go watch somebody who's a little bitch. But yeah. But don't worry, guys. I'm not actually like getting any of you for that. I'm stating this in reference to the people who are like naysaying my shit. I like things in my ass. Well, that's good to know. But there's a right time and a place for comments like that, and it's definitely not in this fucking stream. I definitely say that. Okay, so that is pretty much it. There are also people who are very quick to coming to Todrick's defense over the whole situation. Somebody by the name of Cameron Cole. I actually don't know who Cameron Cole is. You know, I should have maybe looked into that. I'm going to Google Cameron Cole. Cameron Cole. Who is this? I don't know who this person is, but I'm going to show this tweet anyway, because why not? I will not stand for those of you who want to keep trash-talking Todrick. I have known this man for 10 years, and the guy I knew then is the same guy I know now. I always stand by my friends and will defend them till the end. So if you want to keep believing lies, rumours, and people who are looking to come up off of his coattails, then you can miss me with all of it. I have seen him stumble but get right back up, fall asleep on the dinner table from exhaustion, but in the end, he never gives up. He certainly won't stop now, so keep laughing, calling him names like FRAUDRICK. FRAUDRICK? And any other mess you want to try, but don't come asking me how you can meet him in the same breath. I see you for the fake asses you are. Okay, so one thing I'm going to say about Cameron Cole, and I don't know if any of you guys picked up on this, but I picked on this straight away. He's saying, you know, stop trash talking Todrick. This is the same guy that he's always been, blah, blah, blah. But then he says, And this is a really big like thing that kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say it exposes the situation, but makes me not really take Cameron as a genuine source. He says, I always stand by my friends and will defend them to the end. If you can't hold your friends accountable for the things that they say and do wrong, and you will always defend them, like he just stated that he does, he will always defend his friends, then, you know, like, I don't know if we can really believe you to be telling the truth, Cameron. I don't know if you're, you know, I feel like you're a bit biased, my guy. Like, that's as simple as that. If you would defend your friend to the end, it ain't it. This ain't it. That's what I'm gonna say. He's a beauty influencer. Don't know, don't care. Cameron Cole, bye-bye, don't know. Yeah, you can't blindly, and that's what I'm really getting from that. That's what I'm really getting from that, is like he's blindly defending the person, saying, well, this person is still as amazing as they were when I first met them. And I don't know, it's just kind of shady, I guess. I think it's very difficult for, like, Cameron to kind of disconnect Todrick with all of the allegations that are against him and say, oh yeah, Todrick is a good person. Like, Cameron, haven't you fucking looked at all of the things that people have been posting about Todd? All of these stories, all of the DMs? There's a substantial amount of proof that goes against, you know, what he's saying. And I think it goes without saying that, you know, it could be true. And by the way, guys, I think I'm going to change the title to this stream to, is Todrick FRAUDRICK? I think I'm going to change the name of my stream to that. Is Todrick FRAUDRICK? I like that. I think that's lit. That sounds like a good title for the stream. So yeah, I'll change it at the end. People who can't tell their buds what they're doing wrong are cowardly. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like, the thing is, I think there is a right way of dealing with this kind of stuff. Like, there have been times where I've had to call out my friends, and I've had to disagree with my friends when I've live streamed. And I think the best way of doing it is call them out, but be nice about it. Be sincere. Be respectful. Be understanding. Right? You're still going to be considered biased, but at least you're being a good friend. Right? At least you're being a good friend. You're not, like, letting them get away with what they're doing. You know, whatever it is. Exactly. Right. True friends are honest with each other. Exactly. Yeah, you're all on the same page with that. But no, it really goes without saying that it's there's a lot of shade. I honestly, if Todrick does like an update, if he actually like posts like a statement, I think I will do another video on it. But I'll probably have it be like half of my stream. I don't really want to do another full stream covering Todrick, unless anything serious was to come out of this. But no, the stream's been very, very interesting. I've really, really enjoyed this stream today. I actually want to say thank you to all of you guys for watching and engaging. I do see a lot of new people in the house today. I've been noticing that almost every single time that I've been live. And I also want to say thank you to you guys for tuning in. Checking me out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm actually not even a partner on here, and I'm really trying to move towards partnership. For me to become a partner, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And currently, I have 2,500 watch hours, and I have gained 1,000 in the last week or so. Since I've started on here, which is about getting close to 2 weeks now, I have gained 1,000 watch hours, which, I mean, for a new YouTuber is amazing. And it means that within the next month, I should, if people continue to subscribe to me and engage in my content, I should be a partner. And I'll have super chats, and that is when I'm going to start really showing you guys what I can do with editing. That is what I'm planning to do. Various documentary series. I want to tackle some huge taboos on the platform. I want to be quite controversial with the topics I talk about, and I would love for you guys to become more regular viewers if that is something that you're interested in. That would be really, really cool. No big soda endorsement? Are you sure you're doing this right? Well, you know, Crockett, I can't lie to you, mate. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have an endorsement with Mountain Dew. That just wouldn't be right. Yeah, that wouldn't be right. So I'm gonna be genuine about what I'm doing right now. But I digress. I don't really want to talk about other things. You know, I don't want to talk about anything outside drama or anything like that. You know, it's just a bit of tea. But yeah, honestly, it's wishing you good luck on this platform. Thank you, Vixie. I really appreciate that. Honestly, I see so many people on like YouTube who I'm actually surprised that they have like a following. I know it sounds kind of shady, but like they don't really have they don't really have much of a personality, or they've got like a really annoying voice, or you know they just don't really do anything. And it's like, you know, if the way I look at it, if they're able to do it, if they're able to gain success on here, there's no reason why the fuck I can't. Like, I remember when I was watching that, like, that Madame chick, the one who was, like, saying that she's going to take Anissi on to court, like, her voice was, like, really fucking whiny. And I was like, geez, if she can get 60k on YouTube, I can get 600k. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just being fucking honest, man. That's not saying that if you have like a more nasally or annoying voice that you shouldn't be a live streamer or a YouTuber. You should. It's just, you know, like, it's not really ASMR quality, is it? That is really weird. Yeah, because I mean, who the fuck would want to compare themselves to a dude with no chin? You know, a dude with no chin who is known to be like a super hardcore, controversial scam artist. Like, seriously. Like, he is so much of a scam artist that he scammed himself out of his own chin. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. You should speak to Paulie M on You Now. He is a filmmaker from Australia. I mean, why would I don't know why I'd do that. Are we allowed to swear in YouTube chat? Yeah, you're allowed to swear in my chat. Just nothing, obviously. You know, there's a line, isn't there? Right? There's the line, and we all know what that line is. It censors a lot of random words. I have put on some censors. But not everything. So, yeah. I have censored some stuff, but that's why we have moderators here, so it's fine. It's important to have censors, especially for like nasty words. I don't want any rude words in my streams, alright? But anyway, guys, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Onision. I don't know if anything's going to happen tonight in regards to that, but consider it a little bit of a catch-up. I'm going to be talking about his Sims stream, where he made comments about obesity. He made some snide remarks about different YouTubers, and went on to talk shit about Chris Hansen, which, yeah, I'm definitely excited to talk about that tomorrow. It's going to be cool. Be aware, guys, that tonight Chris Hansen is going to be live on his channel with Repsion, and they're going to be discussing Onision. So actually, guys, tomorrow is going to be Onision Sims plus Chris Hansen live stream. It's going to be a really good stream. Make sure you come watch for my commentary, because I'm going to be watching pieces of it. I'm going to be talking about it. I am fucking excited. Okay? So, yeah, make sure you guys tune in. I would share you, but I deactivated my Twitter. It's probably a good thing, Crockett. It's probably a good thing. Like, honestly, the only reason why I'm on Twitter is because, like, it's obviously good for my brand. If I wasn't, like, a live streamer, I wouldn't have Twitter. Genuinely. It can be so toxic sometimes. Yeah, this is going to be great. Honestly, I'm really excited about it. And I'm excited to see how, like, oh, God. I can't wait to see how Onision responds to it. I actually hope that he responds. So I think we're going to have, like, an action-packed stream tomorrow. So I hope that everybody's going to be here for 5 p.m. EST, because, oof, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. I hope Repsion slows down when he speaks with him. He has a lot to say. Yeah, he does. But I really like the way that Chris Hansen's doing his live streams. I think he's a little bit of a novice, but it's really nice to see a true professional from TV, like, live streaming on YouTube. And he hasn't got, like, a big following, but, you know, I think he should. It's cool. But anyway, Yeah, honestly, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Thank you to all of you guys who have already subscribed. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed the show, feel free to press the like button. Feel free to donate to my Streamlabs at your own accord. But with that in mind, guys, I am going to phase out, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you very much for watching.